Well, we begin in Nigeria, where the country's electoral commission has postponed Saturday's gubernatorial elections by a week. INEC says it needs more time to reconfigure its bimodal voter accreditation system and has set elections for March the 18th. The move comes after a judge rejected opposition candidate Peter Obi's bid to stop the electoral body from reconfiguring the voting systems that were used in last month's presidential election. According to Obi, the reconfiguration of the electronic machines will destroy evidence showing malpractice in the recent presidential election.
ICT experts deposed the affidavit that no, reconfiguring the BBUS machine will not tamper with the data contained this, because we are sending the data to our back-end clouds and server. And there was no counter affidavit or further affidavit to controvert what we say. The court has no option than to accept what we are saying as the position of the law and the true position.
The good news is that the initial order of the court made on the 3rd of March, permitting Peter Gregory Obi and Labour Party to inspect the facilities of INEC, including the BBUS machine, which they intend to use to prove their petition. Those orders are sustained. The application seeking to vary it was refused.
Well, let's get more on this. We have CGTN's Deji Badimos, who's joining us live from Lagos. Hi there, Deji. Deji, what's the reaction from the rival political sides' postponement and the court ruling on the voting system configuration?
Well, of course, I mean, the ruling was expected, and there is some kind of understanding that this is what is actually going to happen, because INEC actually needs the beavers now to conduct a governorship election. And as you're aware, that election has actually been postponed as a result of the fact that the ruling actually came late. And so INEC hasn't got enough time now to reconfigure the beavers before the original date of Saturday for the governorship and state assembly elections. So people are quite understanding, because the most important thing that has been explained is that, look, the data on the beavers have been backed up in both INEC's cloud server and also INEC's IRF portal. That's the result viewing portal. So, and those data, of course, INEC has said will not be tampered with. And of course, Obi and Atiku too would have access to the data as well. Don't also forget that the candidate of the ruling party, the candidate now who won the election too, has applied to be given access to the data as well, and the court has granted him that access. So the data, according to INEC, the data, almost everything is still intact, and reconfiguring the BVAS now will not in any way compromise the data that these candidates want to have access to.
So, Deji, these latest developments, how would they affect Peter Obi's presidential election petition?
Well, I don't think it will have any effect at all, given the fact that, just as what has been explained, given the fact that the data have been backed up, and so the data have not been compromised at all. So you have the data have been backed up at two levels. You have it in INEC's cloud server. You also have it in INEC's result viewing portal. So the data is still very much intact, and nothing has happened. It's just that the BVAS machine that was used in capturing that data needs to also be used for the governorship election. So I don't think it will make any material difference at all in Obi's case. I don't think it jeopardizes his case at all. And it's not a concern, at least, that his lawyers have expressed.